Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Chattin 88. If you're just tuning in, hey, that's great. Every single week we have a guest. 'Cause spending time with me, I said spending time with me, I said spending time with me is the best. Huh! Welcome everybody and good evening to Chattin 88's at 8. I'm your host, Curtis LaBelle. Tonight is a great night, but let me just explain how excited I was for the day. We had beautiful weather. I was almost wearing shorts and sandals. Let me tell you, it was that nice. I didn't though. However, I had the opportunity to open up my balcony door and we enjoyed the breeze rushing in from the east to the west. It was so nice, the breeze. Oh, you know, being COVID and everything like that, fresh air is extremely amazing. I just changed colors. I've turned into an Oompa Loompa. I don't know what happened here. However, we'll just keep on going. But before we do, I would like to make an acknowledgement. Something we're really proud of that we are addressing here at Chattin 88's, wherever we are in Studio C or at our downtown studio in Red Deer. One thing that we are proud to say is that from now on, knowing that Chattin 88's recognizes that our talk show is filmed and situated on Treaty 7 land, the traditional territory of the Blackfoot, Tsuut'ina, and Stoney Nakoda peoples, and that the central Alberta region we serve falls under Treaty 6, traditional Métis, Cree, and Saulteaux territory. And we are very thankful that we have the opportunity and blessed to be able to present to you our Canadian content on these grounds, these sacred grounds. I know that one of the things that we're also enduring here on Chattin 88's is great opportunities, not just for artists, but for history, Canadian music history. And one of the things that I wanted to mention today about is going with traditional Indigenous music and First Nations music. This bit of information I'm bringing to you on Canadian music history today is published under the authority of the Minister of Indian Affairs and Northern Development from Ottawa in 1998 by the Government of Canada. And this is some really cool information, and I'm learning so much as I go forward with developing our team and incorporating new individuals into our journey here at Chattin 88's, but also so much knowledge I have learned researching everything about Canadian music in the industry, and not just that, just the histories. We have some really cool things. So traditionally, First Nations people, being resourceful and creative as they are still today, use the materials at hand to make their instruments. One thing that we continue teaching in elementary and kindergarten is that's one of the fundamentals of kinder music. We create our instruments, and still to this day we still do, and we use the materials that are around us. The First Nations people traditionally made their gourds and animal horns into rattles. Many rattles were elaborately carved and beautifully painted with stories and history in itself already, their history. In woodland areas, they made horn of birch bark and drumsticks of carved antlers and wood. Drums were made of carved wood and animal hides. Drums and rattles are percussion instruments traditionally used by the First Nations people. And if you go to a First Nations event of the Indigenous people and their ceremonies, you will see some of these recognizable instruments. And sometimes there'll be might be a workshop that you can go to and have the opportunity to create some of these traditional drums and rattles and musical instruments. Pardon me. The musical instruments provided the background for songs, and the songs are the background for dances. And, when you watch a dance, there's a story behind it, and it's absolutely beautiful. Many traditional First Nations people consider song and dance to be sacred, as so they should, and we do as well. For many years after Europeans came to Canada, First Nations people were forbidden to practice their ceremonies. As that was suppressed, they have now flourished again. And if you have never seen a First Nations ceremony anywhere, watching it online does not give it justice. It does, but it's just not the same as it is being in person, watching a sacred dance with these sacred instruments by these unbelievably beautiful people. And I know Chattin 88s and all of our team here is blessed to be able to use their land and also promote their music and be a part of the Canadian history and music industry. Moving ahead, fun fact for the day. Canadian prairie girl Katie Lang was born in Edmonton, Alberta. Now, that is very exciting. Now, I know a lot of people have been to Edmonton. People were born in Edmonton and all over the place. But it's kind of surreal when you know of I personally don't know her. However, it gets really cool. And it's something that I've like mentioned about is not only, it's really interesting to see a famous person, whatever fame means to somebody, but somebody who has made it in the industry, be from a small town or from a place where you know, I have personally been, or people that I know have been. She's from Edmonton, Alberta, and after high school, she attended Red Deer College, which I also did as well. So that's really cool to say that I went to. A lot of people have went to Red Deer College. Great post-secondary education. Unfortunately, it's still a good post-secondary education, but they've kind of wiped out all of the I create all these words. Wiped out the performing arts program. During her time at RDC, she became fascinated with Patsy Cline, and then decided that music was her forefront of her career. Moving forward from her band, The Reclines, she earned a Juno award in 1985 for Most Promising Female Vocalist. 1985. I was very young. In 1986, she signed a contract with an American record producer in Nashville, Tennessee. Arguably the most famous connection to her career was her version of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. Oh my goodness. One of these days, maybe we'll have Katie Lang as a guest. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? If you would like to see Katie Lang as a guest, please put something in the comments. Tell us, give us some hearts. Tell us some other artists who you would like to see. Again, Canadian content. We are promoting Canadian content and any artist and any industry professional in the business. Up and coming new singer-songwriter. Olivia Rose's presence within the Canadian music scene has only continued to grow with the release of her first radio single, Makeup to Mud, in 2015. The infectious tune has drawn comparisons to Miranda Lambert and earned Olivia Rose the Rising Star Award at the 2016 Edmonton Music Awards, as well as nominations for Female Artist of the Year and Song of the Year at 2014 and 2015 Alberta Country Music Awards. With her newest single, Gold, out now, you are sure to head over to her social media and music platforms to catch all the great music from this outstanding artist. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Olivia Rose. Please make sure that you go check her out. Country artist Olivia Rose. Check her out on social media, Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, Facebook. I also think that she's on TikTok. I'm not too sure. But what a great artist. I've listened to her music, and I've listened to Gold as well. It's absolutely amazing. Super proud of her. From everybody at Chattin 88s in our team, good luck, Olivia. We love you. We appreciate you. And I think it's just about time to bring on our guest today. Our guest today is Velours. She is a pop alternative artist. And I met her last year. She's absolutely stunning. And we're going to talk about a bunch of things today and give you guys a couple of treats. But give her a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Velours. Oh, welcome, Velours. It's so nice to have you. Take it away.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, fabulous. Absolutely amazing. Welcome to Chattin 88's, Velours. How are you this evening, my dear?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Well, I'm good. I've made up words. Canountry, we whopped it out. Instead, my throat is dry. The heat is on. Let me tell you, I'm just going to take some water out of this Chattin 88's mug. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Cheers to my jar.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So for the people who are just tuning in, or not only that, been here since the beginning, we hope they've been here since the beginning. Where are you from?
What a silly question, Carly.
Where are you from?
I don't know how to answer. No, I'm
you got
from.
Your fan going? Wait, you got your fan going?
Oh yes. Carys thought this was a fan earlier.
I sure
it is
did.
my microphone, but yes, I'm that diva. It's like Cher. Oh.
Do you believe in love after love?
Yes, but anyways, to answer your question.
Sorry, yes.
No, that's me. I'm the one rambling. I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan in Canada. It's my hometown, and I've lived here most of my life.
Well, there you are, Saskatoon. I have never. Oh, I have no words today. I drove from New York City all the way to Red Deer, there and back. And
wow.
It was a long drive, but needless to say, the only time I've been through Saskatoon is I stopped, the closest I've been to Saskatoon is Regina, and I had to fill up the vehicle with gas. And let me tell you, when I got out at 3 o'clock in the morning to fill the vehicle up with gas, I was attacked by mosquitoes.
Of course you were. I was either you were attacked by the cold because it was winter, or you were attacked by mosquitoes because it was the summer.
It was the summer. It was a day. It was an abomination. I thought I was in a horror movie. I couldn't stand there and pump. If the camera was watching, I was literally doing some sort of dance, trying to pump gas to keep all the mosquitoes away from me.
You learn to multitask here with the mosquitoes. You learn. But I don't know if I'll ever learn to live with them. You just learn to deal with them. But
is that just a prairie thing or just some sort of swamp area thing?
It's a swamp area. Like we have a lot of marshy areas, and so they just flock to them. Any still water. That's what I've learned. I would not know this if I didn't live here and didn't have to live with them. But
still water.
Still water.
Still water. That's the name of the song we're going to write today. Still water. There it is. Still water. We'll get to that in a second. Before we do, tell us, give us a little bit of an insight of who you are, how long you've been doing music, and I think at this point it's safe to say that after our pre-conversation, you've been writing music for a while, but you've just kind of moved into turning music into a business, from a hobby to a business, and you started to do that during the pandemic. Tell us what it's been like, as that's the only, correct me if I'm wrong, the only thing that you've experienced, you in that form, having to do it under the umbrella of COVID. What has it been like? What has been challenges, and how have you risen above that?
For sure. So yeah, I do alternative pop music, very much inspired by what I grew up with, which was 90s music, ranging from the Britney Spears pop to the Pearl Jam, grunge, Nirvana and everything, and the Cranberries. So I'm very much influenced by deep lyricism, but also very catchy melodies. So I've tried to kind of fuse those together into my work. So that's what I do. And yeah, I've been writing music my whole life and making music and singing my whole life. The ABBA lyric, mother says I was a singer before I could talk.
Yes,
that was me. That was me. So my mom tells me all the time, she's like, yeah, you used to hum and sing melodies and mimic. I would mimic things that I heard. If I heard melodies, I would mimic them when I was young. And I've been impersonating my whole life, and I'm just now starting to showcase that to other people. But I love impersonating artists. So yeah, that's me. And but yeah, so I love doing music, but then for a couple of years, I focused mostly on acting. I moved to Vancouver and pursued acting. And
do the face. There's the face. Nobody knows what that face is unless, do you still have that Photoshop, that photo?
Not on here. No one will know what that means.
The quiver in your voice was not on here, girl.
Not on here. No.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, it's okay. No one will know what that face means. We'll leave it as a secret.
It'll be a part of our quiz in a couple of months.
Perfect.
For like a giveaway on merchandise. If anybody can name that face, where's that face from?
Yes, I love it. Months, and I know what face you meant. Like I knew what face I just did it. Reflex.
I am so proud of you. Okay, keep going.
Thank you very much. Where was I? Yes. So then I was out there and I got a couple gigs, which was really great in acting. But my mom motivated me to go back into music because I was feeling quite low and depressed. And when I started writing music again, as an artist, it's such a great way to, well, put your emotions into it and to express yourself. And I felt so free again with music. So that was when I started writing more music. And then I got a song produced by Juno-award winner Ryan Stewart. I just emailed him one day and was like, if he gets back, cool. And he did. And he said, I don't normally work with independent artists, but I'd love to work with you. And we've been working together ever since. So that was it. And I was so green to the industry and I wasn't focusing on it as a business at the time. I released it on YouTube first and it got 1,000 views in a day, which was crazy for something that I didn't really promote or anything. But then after that, getting that reception, people loved that song. It was my first song, Tell Me, which is also on my EP, Identity. And I got such great reception from it and it felt so good to release music that I was like, all right, let's do this. And the stars aligned to move back to Saskatoon. And honestly, there's such an amazing music community here. Sask Music is such a great organization to help artists of all ages that are emerging or working their butts off to grow this as a business and grow this as their career. Not even a business, but as a career. And so when I moved back here, I'd say in August around, like when the pandemic hit, that's when I was like, I had just gotten back from Vancouver, having recorded my other 3 songs for the EP with Ryan, and he was working on them there, and everything shut down. I had just done an International Women's Day performance. So that was like the only live show. No, I had done a couple of live shows before that, mostly doing covers and then my one song, Tell Me. And then for this International Women's Day performance, even though my songs hadn't been, weren't going to be out for months, I performed all of them because they asked for all original songs. I was like, okay. So I performed all of these unreleased songs and Tell Me there, and it felt so amazing. And then it shut down. So I'd say I was just getting into the industry the way most people do when everything hit. And so then releasing the EP and releasing the single Summer Haze was such a new route because you didn't get to perform live. You didn't get to do a live release.
Right. That traditional way of promoting a song.
Exactly.
Write it, put it out, and then go and perform it and bring it to people live.
Exactly. And having merchandise that you can, like, I have merch. Hit me up. Yeah.
Right. If anybody would like to go get Velours merch, please let us know and we will send you directly to her website.
Please hit me up. I have some really awesome Summer Haze sweaters.
10% off if you do the face. Oh my God.
You got my old man laugh out of that.
And then you just got some sort of cackling witch from me. Before we head into your song, because we want to hear you perform, and that's one of the greatest things about here at Chattin 88s, is not only to get to know the artist, we promote your music as well. Really quickly, 2 things. What's been the best experience about stepping into the business side of things during a pandemic, and what's been the hardest thing?
All right, asking the hard questions for sure, and the hard hitting. Let's see. The first, the easiest has been the support. I think we all really came together when this happened. Everyone in the industry. Where else are we going to go except together?
Cheers to that. Where else are we going to go except together? I love that.
Thank you.
That should be on put that on a t-shirt. I want 10%.
Yeah, merch. Hit me up.
I'm kidding.
I know, but that's exactly it. So the community, and then also thanks to social media, being able to share everything on there and using that as a platform has been so helpful. So that was the positive, I think, was having me have to learn just social media and just that. And I'm still learning it. It's still,
You and me both.
like
You and me both.
still an approach. I say this all the time. I may be 21 years old, but I feel like an 85-year-old man. I know nothing about technology, and I'm very stubborn about it. So I try my best. But yeah, so I'd say that was the nicest thing about it. And the hardest thing is not being able to perform live, because I've performed live my whole life doing musical theater, doing festivals and stuff like that, like music festivals, like classical music and everything, and even in band and stuff. It's very hard not to be able to perform live, which I think every artist can
Okay,
empathize
go.
with. Oh my god.
I
From
can't
this in
play it.
8th grade.
I can't play anymore. We don't have the rights to it.
I'm getting like flashbacks because I performed that in front of my whole school in 8th grade.
I didn't know. I just literally guessed.
That's perfect. Not kidding. I performed that in front of my whole 8th grade class because I was doing Les Mis with a local choir.
Right.
I was just in chorus, but I wanted to sing that song. So I did at an assembly, and because everyone was grade 7, 8s, all gossipy and everything, like that.
Always is. Some people never grow out of it.
Yeah, but that's okay. Oh well, we love a good gossip once in a while.
A good dish is good dish.
Good dish is good dish. Mwah. But it was funny though, because everyone afterwards, there was one guy that I had a crush on, and it wasn't even that big of a crush. It was a very mild crush, and everyone afterwards was like, "Oh my gosh, was that about him?" And I was like, "No, I just wanted to sing a song I like legit. I had no intention." And now I'm like, "Oh, I get what artists have to go through all the time. You put a song out there, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's about them. It's about them." Gotcha.
It's about them. Speaking, it's about them. It's about you right now. I'm going to turn our camera off. Yeah. And our team's going to do a couple things to make sure that it's just you on the focal point here. Take us into your first song that you're going to perform for us. Give us a title and take it away, Velours.
Wonderful. All right, you beautiful people. I'm going to be singing my song Summer Haze that I released as a single in August. You can actually watch the music video on my YouTube channel. But yeah, this is Summer Haze. Still think I'm messy and I'm intimate, with only myself to fit inside my home. Still reach out to steal your beating heart. Maybe mine could restart when the lights get low. Find me, come find me, lie to me, say you need me. Touch me when the lights turn green, even if it's out of pity. Oh, let's go. Oceans will dry up and I will stand, my feet still in the sand, with a smile. I trace my wounds like they were works of art. Now I know how to start to try again. Find me, come find me, lie to me, say you need me. Touch me when the lights turn green, even if it's out of pity. Summer haze, won't you leave? I'm ready for the storm. Let it wash over me. I'm ready, let it go. Oh, oh, I'm ready for the storm. Oh, oh, I'm ready, let it. Summer haze, won't you leave? I'm ready for the storm. Let it wash over me. I'm ready, let it go. Oh, oh, I'm ready for the storm. Oh, oh. Maybe this could be my time. Maybe I could be my lifeline. Maybe this could be my time. Maybe I could be my lifeline. Summer haze, won't you leave? I'm ready for the storm. Let it wash over me. I'm ready. I'm ready for the storm. Let it wash over me. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let it go. Oh, oh. I'm ready for the storm. Oh, oh. Yay!
Oh, fabulous!
Thank you. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
absolutely, like I heard that. I love listening to that song.
Thank you.
You know, I really do, and it is so for anybody. Again, please make sure that you head over to Spotify, Apple Music, whatever your platform is, YouTube Music, Google Play, whatever, all the things.
Whatever
They're
you
all
want.
there. Okay, let's dive into. Let's do a little project here. We're gonna write. What did we say we were gonna write a song? We're not gonna write a song, but we're gonna write a little stanza here, and
Wonderful.
and just kind of like work off of each other as artists, and then we're gonna talk about social media. So let's take the next 5 to 10 minutes, if not less, of the process of point A to Z, if you will. We're two artists. We are going to write a stanza, which would be a song, and then we're going to promote it, and then we're going to talk about social media and what we have to do on social media. As an artist and as an advocate, okay? Yeah. We are also advocates. Every artist is an advocate, no matter whether you know it or you don't. So let's begin. What did we say our topic was again?
I don't know if we did.
We did. I said, oh yeah, this. Still what? I can't remember.
Still water.
Still water. Still water. Okay, still water. Okay, so let's just make this really simple. I'll write some music and then you think of some lyrics, okay?
Wonderful. Okay.
So this is the fastest this has ever been done. Still water. Still water.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Because you. Oh my God. We're not going to do the key of B because that's in the next song that's coming up. We're going to do this in the key of G, which is also relative to E minor, okay? Yes, so here we go.
Wonderful.
Music theory, people. Here we go. Key of G. Listen, I'm going to give you an 8-bar phrase, and then you can fit still water, okay?
I like that. Okay.
I do too. Something's happening here. This actually could
like
be
that.
something.
That's
this could
really
be something.
pretty.
I'll play it again.
I love that. Like that. Like that's cool. Okay.
Okay, still water. What do we got? What do you got? What is still water? Still water's calm.
Water.
Go for it. Lyrics.
Still water is calm. Could you do the melody one more time? Not the beginning, but just the melody. I feel like I'm in a race. Like I'm tired of being in still water. Like I'm tired of being still. I'm wanting to create some ripples. I'm wanting to.
Perfect. Okay. So I'll just play solid chords so that we can give time for you to sing the lyric. Okay. So okay. I'll do the intro less half. Half.
Sure.
You know what I mean.
I'm tired of Oh, I missed. I lost you there. I lost your audio.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So let's do this because it's online. And this is one thing for people who are interested in doing collaborations over Zoom
Yeah,
as well. The sound that works between it cancels out, and
it
not just
does.
Zoom, some Streamlabs. So I'll play the chords and then you do the melody a cappella. Okay, I won't play the
All right.
melody.
I've been living my life in still water. I don't think I could fly out of here even if I tried.
Oh! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we just did that. If you are interested in hearing the rest of this song come to fruition between Velours and Curtis LaBelle, please put in the comments you think this would be a great song. It's called Still Water. Oh my god, I really think that this could be a hit.
That was really pretty.
That was
awesome.
really pretty. And you know what? We'll never forget it because it's that's really cool. Do you remember what you said?
I've been living my life in still water. This is why I record everything.
And case in point, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we record everything.
Always record your audio, even if you have, and like, even if you're on your own and you're collaborating, but you're like thinking about the song on your own, record everything. Even if you don't think it's a good idea, take your awesome phone that you have and always record. It's always with you. Always record, because I forget things so quick. Well, I did. I forgot the
So I just also want to point out for the record, we are going to copyright that right now in this point, because we are, this is going to be played on other social media. So yep. By saying that, Chattin 88, I think that this is a project that we, there's something really cool here.
I feel good about it.
Oh, I do too. And I think people as well, where there are people commenting and talking about it already. So that's really cool.
Oh, wonderful.
So what happens next, Velours? We record the song, we get it out, and nowadays, because we can't perform live, we have to, we don't have a manager, we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have a record label. How do we present ourselves on social media? Give us some insight at your experience of being an advocate and a presenter.
For sure. Absolutely. So I think something that a lot of artists forget is to support other artists in their projects. For many reasons. One, you always want to be supporting your fellow artists. You always want to be supporting them. Secondly, there's always give and take in the community. So if you help others, they'll help you. And that's not, I think it's less of I'm doing this because I want to give back. No, you should give because I want to get something back. No, always give to your other artists, even if you have nothing going on. But the perk,
without expectation, knowing exactly. Without expectation, I 100% agree.
Do it without expectations, and then also contact your friends, contact other people in the industry that you know when you're about to release something. I think posting is really important, but contacting people that you care about and who you know will support you is also very important. To ask, could you please help me out and post this for me? That would be amazing. Or like repost my thing or comment. That's very important.
Question for you. What happens whenever you reach when you get to the point where say you're involved in X amount of projects throughout the year and you keep asking people for their support and asking, what's the biggest hurdle over that you've had to come to? Because I know some people might be like, oh, I just voted for you for this thing, or I just supported you by buying your merch, or I just did this. How do you respond to that?
I always feel, I'm my own hurdle with everything, but I
agree. Well, I mean, for me, I'm not...
I agree. You're your own worst enemy.
You're your own. Well, I'm my own competition.
We're all our own worst enemy. Absolutely. But I'd say for me, I just worry about inconveniencing other people. So it's been a challenge for me to even posting consistently. I think a big one is posting consistently, and not even just about the content that you're putting out, but just content in general. Photos of yourself, photos of what you're up to, things like that, and keeping the community alive. And once again, not expecting anything in return. But the greatest feeling is feeling like you are letting other people have a voice, letting people feel like they can comment on your post and relate to something or respond to something that you've brought up. That is so important because community is everything. And I love my community. I love my fans, and I love the people that I'm surrounding myself with. And they're so supportive. I think because you have to create that safe environment. Like, it's okay to message me, it's okay to comment on my stuff, and then I think that will kind of help with them supporting you, because you have that camaraderie. So that's been my experience. I've been very lucky. All of you watching and everyone else is just wonderful. So yeah, I've been pretty lucky with that.
And I think the reciprocity is very much prominent in the music industry. Yeah. Without expectation. And that's, one thing. When you give a lot, it's expected a lot, so keeping that connection to an artist, etc. I have a question for you at the end in regards to advice for something specific with social media, but let's dive right into your second song. Tell us about it. Give us the title and take it away, my darling. You need a fan. You need a fan. Okay, everybody blow onto the screen.
Yes, thank you. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Wonderful. All right. So my second song of the night is called Your Sweater. It's the first song off of my EP. So Summer Haze I wrote actually very close to the time I was scheduled to travel and go record my new songs with Ryan. What I did was I wrote the songs, and then I had a bunch of songs, and then I played them with him, and we saw which ones we related to the most. And Summer Haze put a lot of work into that one. That one's very emotional. Your Sweater, very much inspired by something that happened to me, and I kind of just sat down on my at my keyboard one day and just played some chords, and really kind of felt this emotion, but with this really fun melody. And I really like the juxtaposition of this song. Definitely pay attention to the lyrics. That's what I'll say. But this song I really love because it has that juxtaposition between the lighthearted, fun melody and the lyrics. So yeah, and that was a really fun song. I wrote that song really quickly because it just kind of came out. So yeah, this is Your Sweater. All right, there's about 7 seconds of dead air before, but yeah. Keep going and I'll meet you there. Too young, but I don't even care. My hair still smells a lot like you. They say you're gone and that might be true, but I don't even care, 'cause I've fallen into our ruins with your sweater. I may be a thief, but I'm losing something better. Unbelievable, unbelievable, took our love and threw it in the deep. It's so pitiful, we were so miserable. Now I'm holding on to parts you didn't keep. Now I'm holding on to parts you didn't keep. You didn't keep. Keep going and I'll meet you there. I'm too young, but did you even care? My hair still smells a lot like you. They say you're gone and that might be true, but I don't even care, 'cause I've fallen into our ruins with your sweater. I may be a thief, but I'm losing something better. Unbelievable, unbelievable, took our love and threw it in the deep. It's so pitiful, we were so miserable. Now I'm holding the last time I'll ever see you? Just trying to pass time. Are you feeling it too? Is this the last time I'll ever see you? Just trying to pass time. Are you feeling it too? Ooh, ooh, unbelievable, unbelievable. Took our love and threw it in the deep. It's so pitiful. We were so miserable. Now I'm holding on to parts you didn't keep. You didn't keep. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Awesome, awesome. I gotta say, there was a lot of really great moments in that song, but one that I really like is that it's so pitiful. It was delicious. You like pitiful. You do some sort of riff with your voice, pitiful, and you go down.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was delicious. I just wanted to have a piece of chocolate cake with that. It was so good, girlfriend. Velours, what a pleasure to have you on here tonight.
It's a pleasure. The pleasure. The pleasure is all mine. You wouldn't know because I can't talk.
If you could give us a piece of advice when it comes to being an advocate in social media and pertaining to politics, and religion and all and Hollywood, for that matter, if you will. Hollywood. What is your take as an artist when it comes to responding to those headlines, if you will? If there's a headline on COVID or this,
yeah.
What is your advice to an artist to do or not to do?
To be or not to be? That's from something. No, I'm kidding. I know this from Hamlet. Anyways, we'll just move forward. I would say you have to be careful with your opinion. I think you should, if you are going to respond, especially if it's something really serious, be a supporter. Support the community. I'd say you really need to be careful with what you say, so that it doesn't get misconstrued, or you aren't just posting your opinion because you feel like no one's going to see it or something. I don't know. But I think the biggest issue that a lot of celebrities, that a lot of artists have, is a feeling like you have this platform, so whatever you say goes. I think the best thing you can do is just listen to the community and just support them. I think that's what you need to do, really.
That's awesome words. Listen to the community and support them in a positive light.
In a positive light. Yes, definitely. Don't be negative. I think you really have to be positive. I think there's not enough positivity in the world, and all of us can be more positive, especially when things are dark. I think artists, look at Mark Hamill. He's like one of the best examples of an artist that knows that he is there to make people happy and bring joy and be vocal, but he makes me happy all the time. I love him. So I think that's a big thing, is like, I think the artists, the creators that are just there to support and be positive, are the ones that people respond to the most and the best.
Be the light, bring the light, and share the light.
Yes.
I love it. I'm interested. I'm curious, before we get you to bow out here for tonight, for joining us on Chattin 88. Can you tell me about the story of the black fingernail?
It's dark blue.
I apologize. I'm
very offended.
I currently look like an Oompa Loompa because our lighting has changed in the studio, and I don't know why.
No, don't say that.
Either an Oompa Loompa, but if I shave my face, I also look like a Q-tip. But let's go back to your dark blue fingernail. What is the story of that really quickly?
Wow, yeah. Okay, cool. I was bored one day and
Done.
I was bored one day and I put it on my middle finger, but I didn't really like that. And I've always liked the ring finger. I like that it seems weaker than the others. Like when you put it down, you can lift it up as well. So I gave some power to the ring finger, and I think it looks cool.
It looks
and so that's
amazing.
thank you so much. So yeah, I've kind of just been doing that as Velours ever since. So
Trademark. Every artist has a trademark, right?
thank you for noticing, by the way. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. I look like I'm about to give the middle finger. I promise I'm not.
Okay, things we've learned. You have a very large bookshelf behind you filled with books.
Yeah.
Number 2, your microphone is not a fan, but you require a fan.
I'm a diva. I require a fan.
Absolutely. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you go and Google Velours. Check everything out on social media, all of the streaming platforms, YouTube. Go watch her videos. Go listen to her music. Blast it wherever you can. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I love you. All of us here at Chattin 88s love you. We wish you the best of luck and the best of wishes with everything in your music adventure. Oh, and really quickly, tell us about the fundraiser and this project. We forgot all about that.
Oh, yes, you beautiful people. First of all, thank you so much. This was a joy to be on here. It was wonderful to talk to you again, Curtis. I love chatting with you no matter what. And thank you so much to all of you who have been watching, and to everyone at Chattin 88. I had a blast. But yes, so I have been fortunate enough to be a part of Telemiracle, which is a big fundraiser. It's a 20-hour long fundraiser. And definitely go look it up. It is a wonderful fundraiser that supports Kinsman and Kinsman Canada. And I am a part of it. So I perform at 12:40 a.m. On February 28th for 12:40 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to join in. And I also will be doing a auction bid fundraiser coming up soon. So please follow me to stay tuned with all of that. And I do have some other projects coming up. Some I don't want to say too much to yet, but once again, follow me and I will keep everyone posted.
Perfect. Awesome. We will make sure that we repost that in some of our marketing to make sure that we get that out. What time? What day? Oh, February 28th. That's what you said.
February 27th to 28th.
27th, 28th, 12:40 a.m. Central Mountain Time. And Telemiracle. And the proceeds go to?
They go to Kinsman Canada. Definitely look it up.
Kinsman Canada. Velours, thank you. Have a fabulous night. Stay warm. I don't know what Saskatoon is, but I know there's no mosquitoes right now, so you're safe and you're flying free.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, there's a positive there, that's for sure. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I had a blast tonight. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, and I'll let you bow out.
For sure. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone. Gracefully. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Velours. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we learned today. Velours has her music all over the place. I look like an Oompa Loompa because of the lighting. And over here, I wanted to let you know that this artist, this lamp here is absolutely one of a kind. It is by a local artist in Red Deer, Michael Hazur, with A+ Art Gallery. It is absolutely stunning. If you'd like to know more about Michael and his artwork, please take a look at A+ Art Gallery. And also, if you're interested in sponsorship or advertisement with Chattin 88s, shoot us an email at chattin88s@8, or contact us on our Facebook page. And let me tell you this. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We had Velours, that's right. 'Cause every single week we have a guest. Spending time with me. I said spending time with me. Oh, spending time with me is the best. Have a fabulous evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week.